are live from Santa Fe, Texas, as the Santa Fe Indians host the Iowa Colony Pioneers. I'm Clay Roberts, calling all the action this afternoon for you with the man himself, Brandon Williams. Brandon, how we feeling about it?
Feeling very good to see an entertaining game between two teams that are coming off of bye weeks, also two teams that are coming off losses. In a very competitive District 9, Region 5A, Region 2, this is a contest that is going to go a long way toward figuring out who grabs one of those 4 playoff spots.
You can only see it here at Clear Life Media. We will take just a moment here for the playing of the national anthem. Folks, you heard it. Brandon's excited. The energy is high. We should have a good one here. Santa Fe sits at 3-2. Iowa Colony 4-1. Folks, we're actually going to take a second. Let's actually throw to a quick video.
Bought in 100%. They understand that we have to come out every day and have lots of positive energy and work hard and win each day, day by day at practice, and it'll translate to the game.
Exactly, teamwork. We really need teamwork. Defense need to stay on time, stay on point. Offense as well, we need to stay on point as well. We focus on getting our defense prepared, our offense prepared, our plays going wonderfully, and just work as a team.
Iowa Colony is a well-coached football team. They have a lot of speed, a lot of athletes. We have to match that with our physicality and our toughness on the other side of the ball and turn it into our kind of game, Santa Fe football, and that's what we have to do in order to be successful.
Welcome back, folks. You saw there, you heard exactly what Coach Ryder said. He said you have to be successful. As you see there, the team captains out on the field for the coin toss. You got Santa Fe, number 18. It's going to be Bryce Horner. Number 52, Gavin Gulen. Number 77, Adrian Blas. And number 55, that is going to be Caden Shirk.
And we'll take a look at Iowa Colony. One of their team captains will be number 90, Chris Johnson. Looking at the other team captains, one will be number 11. Hang on one second.
Yeah, we are sifting through our rosters here, folks. I believe that is going to be Caston, the senior, at number 11.
Yeah, that is going to be Harold Caston, number 11. We'll see the other two. Number 1, that is going to be one of the players you're going to hear a lot about tonight, Jacody Miles. And those were the 3 team captains for
number 90 as well, I believe.
Yeah, 90 we got. That was
okay.
Johnson.
Yes.
Yeah. Iowa Colony comes in with a record of 4-1. They're 1-1 in district, and as we talked about, they lost their previous game on September 26th, lost to Randall by a count of 30-10. Santa Fe also coming off of a tough district loss when they fell 55-7 to Fort Bend Marshall. Santa Fe actually got the first points of the game, but from there, Fort Bend Marshall just hit a stride and ended up putting up 567 yards of offense, averaging a whopping 13.1 yards per play. So obviously one of the things that the Indians are going to want to do is that they're going to want to limit the number of big plays that they give out to Iowa Colony tonight.
No doubt about it. As you see, Santa Fe will be receiving Jackson Smith back deep for the return. Iowa Colony kicking off to start us off here. As always.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, as always.
Not here. Which camera do I go to?
The Santa Fe crowd has packed out their side of the stadium. The band is thumping, folks. If you hear it in the background, we're right next to them. Should be a wild night.
Should be a very entertaining night as we are moments away from kickoff. Andy Cruz, number 10, is handling the kickoff for Iowa Colony. Back deep man is going to be number 6, Riley Lofton, and we are underway, and that kick is going to be in the direction of Lofton. He's just going to let that one roll into the end zone. So we will see the Indian offense to open this contest. They are 3-2 overall. Last time we saw them, they had no problems in wiping out Lamar Consolidated 56-6, but this is going to be a much different challenge tonight, Clay.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I actually spoke with Coach Ryder earlier in the week, Blake Ryder, head coach of Santa Fe, and he mentioned that, they're a very fast team. We need to just stick around in this thing. It's one of those things where I like to think tempo kills speed, but we'll have to find out what happens, what Santa Fe's game plan is as we get started.
At quarterback number 3, junior Mason Norman. As we await the spotting of the football at the 25-yard line, and we shall get underway. Indians wearing the pink socks in honor of Breast Cancer Month. Man in motion, and it'll be a rollout for Norman. Swings it out. Ball is caught. Good catch made by Lofton. Minimal gain on the play, about 2, but it will move them forward to a 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, most impressive 2-yard catch you'll probably see of the night, but starting out just trying to get your rhythm established as an offense. That's really the name of the game, is you want to be able to run that offense like there's not a defense there. Just get your blocks, get your men, make your little pitch and catch, get 2-3 yards a game. If you can do that, you can beat any team in the world.
And with a team as fast and athletic as Iowa Colony, Santa Fe is going to want to try to conserve the clock, consume time, and slow them down on 2nd down. And it is not going to be much of anything for Blake Mancuso, swarmed down by a host of Iowa Colony linemen. They were led by one of the team captains we just saw, number 90, Chris Johnson, senior, who recorded his 21st total tackle of the season. So it's a loss of 2, making it 3rd down and 10 from the original line of scrimmage at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and that tackle it erased any hope they had on that 1st down catch. And now Santa Fe's got a long 3rd down to go. Again, trying to establish your rhythm early is always the key to success.
Shotgun set, 3 wide receivers, shoots to the near side. Norman back, stepping up, pass pressure, will swing it out. Ball got deflected, incomplete. So it will be a 3 and out as Hayden Caston, number 11, got a hand on that one. And it will be a 4th down and 10 coming up for the Indians, as the punter, number 19, Garrett Johnson, is set to punt. Back deep for Iowa Colony, number 1, Jacody Miles.
Folks, keep an eye on that Iowa Colony defense. They're lined up in a 3-4, and the outside backers are just beating the ends with speed. That's going to make passing the ball a nightmare.
Good snap and a nice punt that is going to take Alice around the 45, cuts back. He's got a wall now, 45-40. Down to the 35, cuts it back, hurdles a defender inside the 20, inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line, and Jacody Miles with a huge punt return. He started to come to the near side, saw that he had an opening, and his teammates fought with a solid wall, took him down to the 14-yard line. A return of 45 yards and a 1st and 10. Excellent field position for the Pioneer offense to start tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. Made a move with some great blocks along the way. Shout out number 11, Caston, the senior, who was able to get a bit of a pancake block down the lane and open that up for an extra 10, 15 yards.
Sophomore quarterback Carson White, number 8, leads the offense on the field, as they will start with 3 wide receivers lined up to the near side. Number 3, that's Antoine Martin. He is lined up to the far side, sole man there. Indians coming out with a 4-man front.
We talked about it last week. When you line up those receivers on the opposite sides of the end zone, or the opposite sides of the sideline, you're looking to utilize speed. That's what Iowa Colony has in spades.
Back to throw a quick pass, and it's going to be incomplete. Trying to go with the quick toss to Aaron Tenner, number 4. Tenner's got 9 catches on the season. That'll go a while to get number 10.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Iowa Colony, again, you want to spread out your offense. You'll have receivers at opposite ends of the sideline. It forces that defense to spread out to cover, and they'll then have to close that distance to make tackles, to make plays. It makes it very hard if your team is quick.
Hand off to Tenner on 2nd and 10. He'll cut back, gets past a couple of defenders, and then stopped it around the 12-yard line. That's a pickup of about 3 on that play. Will make it a 3rd down and 7 for the Pioneers at the 12-yard line.
And you got to believe Santa Fe is thinking, got to get a stop, hold them to 3 or even nothing on this. That would be a huge feather in the cap to have a short field and shut this offense down early.
3rd down, back to throw. Looking, ball is going to be tipped and incomplete as White unable to connect with number 3, Antoine Martin. And just like you said, the Indians get a moral victory here, even if the field goal is successful. They had a 1st and 10 at the 14, and they kept them from getting into the end zone.
And that's what Coach Ryder said. He said we just have to hang around long enough. That's the beautiful thing about the school of Santa Fe is there is fighting spirit. These people will not leave as long as their players on the field.
Andy Cruz to kick the 30-yard field goal, and he will clear that one with ease. 9:44 to go in the first quarter. The punt return by Miles sets up Iowa Colony in great position to put points on the board. They only got a field goal, so it's 3-0. Iowa Colony on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
This is Gardy with Clear Life. We're opening 3 spots for new broadcast sponsors, starting at only $300 a month. Fight broadcasts, high school sports, podcasts, community stories, and updates. Drop a comment or send an email to info@clearlifemedia.com.
Hi, I'm Frances Langston, and you're watching Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. As we are here at a lovely Santa Fe afternoon. The sun has set a little early. And Iowa Colony has taken a 3-0 lead early. Short field for them. But Santa Fe able to hold them to just 3. So like you said, a bit of a moral victory. But, you know, obviously they want to build that momentum and continue the good, get some offense established on this drive.
Jackson Smith back deep for the Indians at his 5-yard line as he will await the kickoff from Cruz. And the sophomore is going to kick this one again toward the near side. This is fielded around the 6 by Smith to the 20, and he is going to be stopped around the 23-yard line. Nice return on there. Tackle made by Cameron Sorelli.
Yeah, Smith took a big hit, too, on the end of that, right to the side of the hip. Good job holding on to the football. You know, like we said, it's really going to be up to Santa Fe to start establishing some rhythm. That Iowa Colony defense is quick, man. They're beating the corners on the pass. They're closing the distance on the pass, and they're getting to the runner every single time before he can even get past the line of scrimmage. So Santa Fe needs to get something established here, and they need to do it soon.
1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. It'll be Mancuso, and Mancuso is going to be stuffed almost immediately. A wave of white jerseys flying in there, led by number 21, Darren Brown Jr. Also in there was Hayden Caston. So a gain of 1 makes it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely. Like we said, they're just getting to the line so quickly. You have to start establishing some blocks there up front. You know, move some men in, maybe put a lead blocker back there to neutralize that first person getting to the runner, or maybe, which it looks like they're going to go to a fullback position and I set here. And that could help them out.
Man in motion stumble, but it is a quick hitter that's going to get some progress there, as it looks like that was number 23, Tucker Peshatag, on the carry, and he gets the ball to around the 29-yard line. So a gain of 5 on that play will make it 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's not a bad call either. You go to the I set and give it to your up back. It just means the person running the ball is getting it a little bit quicker. You beat them to the punch. You may not be able to outspeed them, but you can outquick that defense. It's a good mindset to have.
3rd down and short coming up for the Indians. Norman back in shotgun, has pressure, rolling out, looking. He's just going to throw this one away. Pressure there by number 90, Chris Johnson. Also in there for Iowa Colony. Looks like number 15, that was Henry Kalu. So again, another 3 and out forced by the Iowa Colony defense.
It's just the speed on the perimeter. Iowa Colony has it in spades, like we said. That 3-4 defense puts your linebackers on the outside and allows them to use their quickness to get around. It makes passing the ball, especially in those long yardage situations, very difficult.
And that ball is not going to get a great bounce. It looked like it went off the side of his foot, and the ball will die at the 41-yard line. So that's going to end up being a 12-yard punt. And again, Iowa Colony is going to get great field position here with 8:10 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I actually think an Iowa Colony player might have gotten a hand on it. They got back there to the punt man very, very quickly.
Oh, 1st and 10 for the Pioneers as they start their second drive here at the Santa Fe 41-yard line. They'll break the offense with White. Rolls out, swings it back, and a gain of about 3, maybe 4. Catch made there by Eric Mosley, number 5. Host of Indians on the play. Daly and Wilson, number 4 amongst them. It's a gain of 4. It makes it 2nd and 6.
And when you're running those little swing routes out to the halfback, you've got to have good blockers at the receiver position. That's kind of what they're relying on here. But they pick up 3, maybe 4 yards on that play. You know, if you get that every time, once again, nothing but first downs in the future.
Pistol with Miles going in motion, and it will be a kind of a busted play, and the Indians are able to sniff that one out. Ball was tossed around to the quarterback, and White got something out of that. And it looked like that play was busted. Number 5, Mosley tossed it over to White, and White, with the presence, able to move the ball forward and get close to a first down.
That's a wild play right there. I think Eric Mosley might actually get credit for a completed pass back to White.
It looks like that was a fumble.
Was it a fumble?
That was a fumble. It was a fumble, and the Indians get the ball back. As you see, the Indian offense is back on the field.
My goodness. So
is that the case? Yes, it is.
So what we had there was Mosley fumbles the ball, and it goes forward. So it's technically a completed pass back to the quarterback. Then White tries to run it, fumbles the ball, and gives it back to Santa Fe.
So just like that, the Indians get a much-needed break as they will get this ball spotted at the 32-yard line. 7:21 to go here in the first quarter. Actually, on the spot at the 29, but nonetheless, Santa Fe has the football after causing the game's first turnover. Norman in shotgun, 3 wide receiver set, 2 to the far side. Norman back will swing this one out. Ball is going to be caught. There is not much to be gained there as the defense led by Trayshawn O'Neal, number 0, in there with the stop and a gain of about 2.
And they're quick, man. I tell you what, I know we're going to harp on that a lot, but it was one of those things where the running back was out in space by himself, and by the time the ball got there, 2 defenders were already on it. That's closing speed.
That is tremendous closing speed. And this is a team that has a lot of that. Like you mentioned, they've got it in spades, and they're showing it defensively. 2nd down and 8 to go, and it is going to be a handoff to, looks like it was number 22. It is Mancuso, and Mancuso will get the ball to the 30. So he ends up losing a yard. So it's now 3rd down and 9.
Man, oh man, I tell you what, Santa Fe is just, they're all over everything. There's been some glimmers of hope on the defensive side early, but they've got to find a way to get around this speed. You've got to find a way to neutralize it. And again, I'm a big proponent of putting bodies in the way of speed. I'm a big proponent of getting your blockers out there. The question is, does Santa Fe have anything like that?
Play clock running down to 10. They will break out of the huddle. 3 wide receivers set for Norman. He'll get the snap. Pumps, has pressure, looking. Again, he is just going to throw this one away because, again, number 94, the Pioneers, Chris Smith, in there yet again. And despite getting a fumble, they've got another 3 and out coming to them.
Tell you what, it really is simple as, they're getting to their running backs on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they are just bringing the heat on these pass plays and not giving poor Mason Norman any time back there to throw the ball.
Johnson set to punt with Miles back deep, and that ball is bobbled, and it's Johnson with the ball, gets past the 30, and it'll be hit at around the 34-yard line. He'll be well short of a first down.
Man, oh man, and this special teams woes have begun and continued so far for Santa Fe. It's been tough going so far. We had the punt return that came all the way back. We had the punt that got blocked on the previous one yes, it was a punt. Punt that got blocked and fell about 12 yards. And now here, muff punt that winds up getting, returned for a few yards. But my goodness, just special teams woes of Santa Fe.
1st and 10 with 5:45 to go. Pioneers look to see if they can cash in on that special teams miscue as White in shotgun has Finner in the backfield at a timeout by Santa Fe. We'll go ahead and take the timeout with the 5:45 to go here in the first quarter. It is Iowa Colony 3, Santa Fe nothing on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Texas Pit Stop Barbecue is now open in Texas City. With additional locations in Galveston and Lamarck, this award-winning barbecue prepares you for whatever comes your way. Dine in, on the go, and catering. Texas Pit Stop Barbecue never takes shortcuts and always brings the heat.
Work hard, train hard. I'm about to knock out this barbecue at Texas Pit Stop in Texas City.
Hi, my name is Blake Ryder. You're watching Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Caitlin Pristine.
We are here on the home turf of Santa Fe, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media. Tonight is the night, people. We all find out who the true victor is of tonight's game, a matchup between Iowa Colony and the Indians. So make sure to stay tuned into this live broadcast and let us know your predictions of this face-off. Back to you, Clay.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. As you saw there, Aaron Tenner just, my goodness, made some moves on that sideline. Again, it's all short yardage, Brandon, but these guys are fighting for their lives out there. We've seen some impressive catches. We've seen some big hits. We've seen a little bit of everything. We're early in the first quarter. This game obviously means a lot to both schools.
It does, because no one wants to fall 1 and 2 in district play, as White back has a man downfield, and that ball is going to be caught and a touchdown. The 15th touchdown pass of the season for Carson White will land in the hands of Jaden Warren, his 7th of the season. That one from 27 yards out.
I tell you what, Jaden Warren is a big boy. He's about a head taller, a football helmet taller than the corner that was on him. And then on top of that, the speed to get behind him, it just ridiculous. It's hard to cover that. You've got to float a safety over the top and do something to defend that. But Iowa Colony sees the opening, takes it, winds up getting the touchdown to go up 10-0 now.
Cruz with the extra point as White, sophomore, with a beautiful pass. And look at it. He tosses a perfect ball downfield with Warren about 2 or 3 steps ahead of the defender. He gets the touchdown, and they give the Pioneers a 10-0 lead on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Hi, my name is Daniel Serini.
Today we're at Texas First Bank in Dickinson, Texas.
Texas First Bank in Hitchcock.
Texas First Bank here in Galveston.
Texas First Bank has over 27 locations from Galveston all the way to Conroe.
Texas First is a locally owned and independent community bank.
Texas First Bank offers a wide range of different products and services from consumer to business. We're here to help you in any way.
We'd love for you to come in and visit with us and talk to one of our banking representatives.
At any of our 20...
There, Iowa Colony scores first and scores off in 10-0 over Santa Fe after a huge touchdown pass.
Carson White is a name you're going to hear a lot about over the next few years. He's only a sophomore, but already this is a kid who's got 8 offers from the likes of Baylor, Houston, Texas Tech, North Texas, and UTSA, as that ball is going to be fielded by Norman. Actually, Rowdy Lofton with the return. As now it is a 1st and 10 for Santa Fe. Santa Fe has run 10 plays, but they've only gained 11 yards.
It's just been the speed. They haven't been able to run the ball. They haven't been able to pass, and they've tried both. You know, it's really just going to be an issue. The most successful play they've had was a quick fullback keep where the player was able to get the ball quicker than the defense could react. It's just that speed. They're having a hard time finding a way to counteract the speed of Iowa Colony right now.
They're going to be forced to play catch-up here on a 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. It is going to be Mancuso, and Mancuso is going to get maybe a yard, as this Iowa Colony front line is just dominating here in the early going of this ball game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's just getting around. They've kind of got their established pattern now, and I think Santa Fe needs to do something to start to violate that pattern, for a lack of a better term. But Santa Fe is lining up and just running the ball twice and then passing and getting stopped on 3rd down. They have to do something to break that pattern to throw Iowa Colony off of their game.
They've got to be able to do something to throw the aggressive nature off, as on 2nd down is going to be a rollout by Norman. Has pressure, a ton of pressure, looks, throws, ball is going to be caught. Reception is made by number 6, Rowdy Lofton. He is close to a 1st down. So right there, Clay, just as you said, they have to do something to get the defense thrown off a bit and Norman throws a dart to Lofton that gets them a yard short of a first down.
I tell you what, great job by Norman there. The play action makes them think they're running the ball, still keeping that pattern, and then they violate it with the play action. Look at this quarterback sneak.
One, and I don't know if he made it.
Ball's out.
Ball popped out. Not sure as to when it popped out, but it doesn't look like he got the first down. And if that's the case, I think you're Blake Ryder. You've got to go for this one.
Got to consider it. You know, you're trying to stay 1-1. It's one of those, at this level, you have to play to win. You cannot play to not lose, you know, especially when you're already down 10-0.
4th and 1 coming up. Ball just outside the 35-yard line with 3:22 to go here in the first quarter.
They will go for it.
Norman under center. We'll see. We'll try to go to sneak. Looks like he's trying to draw them off sides, and they'll stop the play. And the Indians will use their second timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 3:11 to go, first quarter. It is Iowa Cowboys 10, Santa Fe nothing on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Thank you, Ryan Massa Realtor, for sponsoring the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media. Ryan is a realtor specializing in first-time home buyers and relocations to the Texas Gulf Coast region. Finding your tomorrow home today. Learn more on Facebook at Massa Realtor.
Hi, my name is Adrian Blas. You're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Early 4th down, and I'll say inches, not even feet, inches here for Santa Fe. It looks like they're going to go for it. They have taken their second timeout early, trying to figure out exactly what play they want. And Brandon, I was hypothesizing during the break, you bring it up to your fullback a second time. They've had success on that earlier.
So we will see if that is something that they will go with here. 4th and short, and it will be Norman. He got bumped backwards.
I think there was a whistle blew, actually.
Whistle was blown. Wave of white led by Johnson. Again, keep calling this kid's name out. And it is enough for a first down. And that is the first down of the night for Santa Fe.
And I tell you what, that felt like a drive in itself just to get a first down. But that's the thing. You kind of have greased the wheels a little bit. Now you know you can do it. It's just a matter of continuing that momentum now. Take that by the reins and run with it.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. They will go offset I. They will have Wilson in motion, and will be a handoff to Mancuso, and Mancuso gets the ball to the 40. So that first down is probably loosening things up a little bit for them as Mancuso gets what is his best run of the night. Gain of 5, so it's a 2nd and 5 coming up for Santa Fe.
This is exactly what I was talking about. The offset eye, you have an overload to one side. You have to double up the tight ends on one side. Now, instead of you trying to beat speed with speed, now you're beating speed with bodies. And I don't care how fast you are, it's going to be very tough to run through one of those big offensive linemen.
2nd and 5 coming up again. I'll go with the offset eye, and then we'll go with the quick hitter. And the Pioneers were able to sniff that one out. Number of players on that play. Number 32, Adrian Porter Jr. Number 0, Trayshawn O'Neal. And also number 15, Henry Kalu, there on the stop. So a gain of about 1 will make it 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, 1 or 2. They were ready for the fullback that time. Let's see now. Once again, Santa Fe in this 3rd down situation. Good news is it's a little closer than the previous.
Much more favorable, as again they will get Wilson in motion, and it will be Norman calling his own number, and Norman trying to cut the corner, and he is going to be stopped about 1.5 yards short of the first down. Stopped there by number 38, Lewis Johnson, as the Indians will be forced to punt yet again with 1:24 to go here in the first quarter.
And I tell you what, that's got to be tough going. You go all in, you burn a timeout to get the first down, and then you wind up having to punt anyway. That's got to be tough going if you're Coach Blake Ryder. A little demoralizing for the offense, but the good news is the defense hasn't played terribly. Oh,
and
it's a fake.
And it's going to be a ball downfield, and that ball is caught.
My goodness.
Corporation Nation, and the ball is caught by Justin Beard.
I tell you what, that's a bit of a double trick play, because not only do you snap it to the up back? You didn't snap it to the punter. Watch this. It snapped to the up back. He acts like he's going to run it, Mancuso, and then he throws that. So it brought the linebackers, it brought that defense forward like they thought they were going to stop the run, and it allowed number 0, Justin Beard, to get behind those defenders. Fantastic play calling there. I was saying they were demoralized. No, they're inspired now.
That has got to perk them up, no doubt. Gain of 20 on that one. Patrick Tank with the throw, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And it is Norman back, looking, steps, throws a nice dart. That ball's going to be caught.
That was a laser beam. My goodness.
That was a nice catch by Mancuso, as they will spot him at looks like the 31-yard line. They're going to see the 32, but nonetheless, it's a gain of 5.
I tell you what, Brandon, we talk about it all the time. Santa Fe does not quit. They do not give up. Does not matter if it's 10-0, 28-0, whatever. It could be 0-0 to them. That's all that really matters. They are going to go out and they are going to play and continue to fight every single down. That's why Santa Fe, we love coming to Santa Fe. That's why we love the Santa Fe people.
2nd down coming up. Wilson does in motion again, and it'll be a handoff to Mancuso. And Mancuso is going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
That was a slow developing play right there. A lot of spinning around, a lot of trickeration, and that's tough to do against the fast defense.
Michael Howard, number 91, amongst the players on what will be the last play of the first quarter. He was one of the players stopped, as we have 12 minutes in the books here in Santa Fe. And it is Iowa Colony leading 10-0, but we still got 3 quarters to go. Sit back and enjoy this one on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Embrace the chaos. Visit riotsports.co to learn more and purchase product. And use discount code CL10 to save.
Hi, my name is DeLeon Wilson. You're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Iowa Colony up 10-0, but Santa Fe on the move in a lot of different ways here on this drive. I'm Clay Roberts calling the action with Brandon Williams. And Brandon, Santa Fe is making this a very interesting drive so far.
They have gone for it twice on 4th down, and they are 2 for 2, which is why they have made their first appearance inside Iowa Colony territory. They've got a 3rd down and 4 coming up at the Pioneer 31-yard line to start the 2nd quarter. Mancuso in the backfield with Norman. They've got a trip set with Wilson coming in motion now. And it will be a handoff to Mancuso, and Mancuso will not get to the line of scrimmage, as, again, another slow developing play results in the Iowa Colony front line just piling on and swarming that.
I'll tell you, Brent, they're trying to still keep the trickeration going. They had a man moving in motion across just to hand it back the opposite way in the counter style to Mancuso, but the plays are just taking a bit too long now. We've got a 4th down that Santa Fe is going to go for. And I'll tell you something to keep an eye out for. The longer Santa Fe can keep these drives going, the tougher it's going to be for Iowa Colony.
4th and 4 coming up. Back to throw. Norman steps, throws. That ball's almost intercepted. Good coverage there by Iowa Colony's number 7, Jarvis Solomon. Solomon almost had a pick 6 because if he had caught it cleanly, there was no one near him.
Yeah, there's nothing between him and the end zone except the numbers. Man, I tell you what, that's tough going. You fought really hard on that drive for Santa Fe, and now your defense has to go out there and fight equally as hard to keep this just a 2-possession game.
12-play drive, and they were not able to get any points, as the Pioneers will get their first possession of the 2nd quarter, 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
I tell you what, I would look for Warren again. If they float the receiver, or if they float the safety over the top to defend Warren, you might have someone on the other side.
And it is going to be White calling his own number. White to the 40. White still on his feet. Midfield, 45-40, before he is finally pushed out of bounds.
Folks, do not adjust your computers, your phones, your laptop. You didn't hit 2 times speed by accident. He really is that fast. I looked down, looked up, and he was about 10 yards downfield. My goodness, White can scoot.
He can fly. Again, we mentioned this is a sophomore who's already got a number of powerhouse teams looking in this direction. Gain up 29 on that one. 1st and 10 now for the Pioneers. White back, steps, throws, looking in the direction of Miles, and that is going to be incomplete.
Just a little short route there, trying to keep the speed and the momentum going, but nothing going. Santa Fe needs to knuckle down again. They've done well for the most part. It's the one big play that really killed them. And again, one big play right there, the big explosiveness. That's what they have to contain, is the explosive big play from Iowa Colony, because the little short yardage, they've been able to defend well so far.
White has averaged 4.5 yards per carry coming into this game. That's going to boost his numbers up a little bit. 2nd down and 10 as it is Finner. And Finner is going to put a spin move to the 20, to the 10. No flags. Touchdown. Aaron Finner putting the spin move onto the Santa Fe defense, and he goes untouched. 40-yard touchdown, and with 10:59 to go here in the first half, it is now 16-0 Iowa Colony.
I tell you what, untouched, but not without attempt. My goodness. It was the agility, the speed. Aaron Tenner has it. Just, my goodness. I mean, that's a highlight reel shot right there. You can go back and show that. Put that one on the gram, young man. Tag Clear Life Media when you do.
That is Tenner's first touchdown of the season as Cruz kicks the extra point. That will make it 17-0. Santa Fe had 12 plays, could not get it in the end zone. Iowa Colony needed only 3 to find the end zone, and it was spin cycle time for Aaron Tenner as he cruises into the end zone to make it 17-0 Iowa Colony on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
The thing is nobody's going to see all the mess-ups. I'm Nelson Negron.
And I'm Rihanna Negron.
And we're finding... I'm Nelson Negron.
And I'm Rihanna Negron.
And we are Provident Oak Financial. Provident Oak Financial is a Christian-owned investment and... Wow. Provident Oak Financial is a Christian-owned financial planning and investment firm.
We like to focus on your values and your beliefs and your investment strategies.
With Provident Oak Financial, you're not just a client, you're family. Scan the QR code for your free financial scorecard.
Provident Oak Financial. Faith, family, and your financial future.
Hi, my name is Bryce Horner, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. 17-0 Iowa Colony over Santa Fe. And Brandon, it has been what we feared. Speed kills, and that has been what we've seen so far from Iowa Colony.
Another big play by Iowa Colony as this kickoff is fielded by Smith. Hurdled one man and got to around the 30-yard line. Nice return by Jackson Smith. So the Indians, 12-play drive on their previous drive, unable to score. They'll see if they can try to carry that momentum and perhaps find their way in the end zone on this one.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's not Iowa Colony doing anything fancy, at least that I can see defensively. They're just getting outplayed so far. It's just been better athletes as far as like the athletic positions and the speed and the quickness, just the ability to beat their man in front of them. And so Santa Fe has to do something to out-scheme that in my eyes, and they're trying to. They're putting more blockers to one side. They're trying to overload, just not working so far.
And it will be a handoff to Mancuso, and Mancuso got past one way, but a second wave of White destroyed that play. Looked promising, but he is held for 2. Tackle made by number 3, Martin. Actually, that was Chandler Love, number 2, the safety on the stop. So he picked up 2 on the play. Will make it 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. 10:26 to go here in the first half, and Santa Fe trying to cut into a 17-0 deficit. It will be Wilson trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. Wilson gets to around the 35, maybe the 36. Low promising run there by Wilson on his first touch of the night.
Yeah, and I tell you, I actually like that a lot better than just handing off to the running back, because the running back is kind of getting the ball before the blocks are developing. This allows, when you hand it off to that running back who's already in motion, already on the sweep, it allows those blockers to get out in front and stretch, and now the receiver can look for that opening. He can look for the hole in the blocks and find his opening to pick up 1 or 2 yards.
He picked up 4 on that one, so it is a 3rd down and 4 at the 36-yard line. Wilson again in motion. It'll be a handoff to Mancuso, and Mancuso is going to pull his way close to a first down. I think he's got enough.
I believe so. I think they're going to move the chains. We wait for the referee. Yes, they do.
Good, gritty run by Mancuso will move the chains. And again, there are no 17-point touchdowns, so what Santa Fe just needs to do now, it's still plenty early for them to maintain their pace and the game plan to get back into this game.
Absolutely. Santa Fe is on the move here, and they're looking to try to find some success. They've found more of a rhythm. There's no doubt about that.
And it will be a handoff to Mancuso, and Mancuso is just going to be stopped. Gain of about 1 as Trayshawn O'Neal there on the stop.
Absolutely. And again, it's just finding the rhythm. Santa Fe getting more and more of a rhythm. The question is, can they get enough rhythm to get points on the board and stop the flow from the other side of the ball as well? You know, they've got a lot of ground to cover already. We're here midway through the second quarter, down 17-0. Santa Fe just needs to keep plugging away. We know they're going to be here for all 4 quarters. That's the beautiful thing about Santa Fe and their football team.
Trips formation to the far side. Norman's going to throw a quick hitter. Ball is going to be caught by Smith, and Smith got maybe to the line of scrimmage as the Pioneers sniffed that one out.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we talked about earlier with Iowa Colony throwing the screen. When you throw that screen out, any kind of receiver screen or a swing out to the halfback, you have to trust those receivers to get the blocks. Santa Fe could not pull it off that time. Iowa Colony got all around their men and got the tackle at the line of scrimmage.
Catch was made actually by Justin Beard, his second of the night. No gain on that, so it's a 3rd down and 8 at the 42-yard line. Pioneers bringing pressure. Ball is going to be swung, and a nice catch by Beard. And Justin Beard
picked up the first down.
His 3rd catch of the evening, and that's going to move the chains for Santa Fe as they will spot the ball at the 47 of Iowa Colony. That's a gain of 11.
I tell you what, it really is just a matter of finding the hole in that defense. If they're aggressive and decide to blitz, then that means they're leaving spaces in that defense back there. And Beard just happened to be running a route in that section. Excellent job there by Santa Fe, getting the sticks moving one more time.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Hashtag in motion. Toss is going to be to Mancuso. Mancuso powers past the 45-yard line. Took 2 or 3 defenders with them before he got down around the 43. Gain of 4 will make it 2nd and 6 with 7:15 and counting here in the first half.
Now, tell you the difference. It's a fraction of a second that allows Mancuso to look at his line. He doesn't have to think about securing the ball because it gets to him a half beat faster. Now he can get his eyes on the line. He can scan the field, find his opening, hit the hole, and pick up 4 or 5 yards instead of making sure the ball is secured and then running with explosiveness.
Now they're back in the I formation on 2nd down, and it'll be a handoff to the fullback. Peshtek got past 1 defender before he got introduced to number 33, Corey Anthony Jr. He got about a yard on that play, so it'll be a 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, Coach Ryder's kind of thinking the way I am. He had success with the fullback run, so why not keep trying it? But it seems like Iowa Colony, you know, they've knuckled down on it the last 2 times it's been attempted.
3rd down coming up, 6:19 and counting here in the first half. Big 3rd down coming up here for the Indians.
Watch the play action. They've had success with it so far.
Hashtag again goes in motion. It'll be a handoff to Mancuso, and Mancuso is swarmed down. Tackle made by, again, number 11, Hayden Caston. We have been calling his name frequently tonight. That is a loss of 2, so it'll be a 4th down and 7 coming up.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I think Iowa Colony was thinking pass as well because they hit those corners hard, man. They were already in the backfield before that ball could even be handed off.
4th down coming up for the Indians. 5:39 and counting here in the first half. It's a 4th and 5, actually a 4th and 7, as they have 3 wide receivers over to the far side. Play clock is at 10, so they've got some time to get the play off. Play clock now down to 5, and it is going to be a quick kick by Norman. And that is going to work well for the Indians as that ball is going to die at around the 5, make it the 4-yard line.
Man, what a trick play. You snap it to the up back. I tell you what, I hear that Caitlin Pristine's got somebody down on the sideline for us after that punt. You got Gina Welsh down there. Let's go down. Caitlin, how you feeling? What's going on down there?
Hey everyone, it's Caitlin and I am back with Clear Life Media. Tonight I am joined with Miss Gina Welsh. Miss Welsh, first off, how was that clay shoot today?
The clay shoot today was absolutely amazing. We had a sold out event. Our sponsors, our teams, and all of our volunteers. We had about 30 student volunteers and at least 20 Education Foundation volunteers. It was a beautiful day and a record-breaking event.
And then secondly, about that Kick for College and Career. Tell me more information about that.
So the Kick for College or Career is something I've been extremely excited about. We've been working on it since the spring. Graduating seniors, class of 2025, can apply until midnight tonight. They will have a chance to be randomly drawn for an opportunity to kick a field goal the night of homecoming on October 25th and on senior night, November 8th. They'll kick from the 10-yard line. If they make the field goal, they'll get a $1,000 scholarship to their college or career trade school of choice. And if they miss, they still get $500. And we are proud to say that HEB has partnered with us on this opportunity.
That's awesome. So everyone watching at home, you heard it here first. Midnight is your deadline. Get off your phones and make sure to apply so you don't miss out on this great opportunity. Thank you, Miss Gina Welsh. Thank you so much for joining me. Nice to meet you. Back to you, Clay.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. Thank you, Gina. I'm a little past the 2025 graduation mark, but I'd line up to kick a field goal.
There you go. I'm not going to give my age as far as my graduation class, but I'll give it a shot.
Man, oh man, I tell you, what we've seen so far has been much of the same. Iowa Colony just moving a little quicker. And Santa Fe is getting themselves in position to make these plays. It's just too much speed, and this might be what does it.
Bobble exchange between White and Mosley. White able to fall on the ball just seconds ahead of Jonathan Bassinelli.
Yeah, and Bassinelli knew how important that fumble could have been. Dove right on it. Unfortunately, ball was just a little bit closer to White. But that's a big play. You've now got a second and about 15 or second and 14.
Second and 15 for the 35, for the 30. White back, steps, looks, has a shot going downfield, and that is incomplete. Wanted the home run to Chakotay Miles, but was unable to connect.
I tell you what, I got to believe that's a situation of just like your eyes get wide and you see your wide open man, because White had all day. The ends were picked up and moved around him. His pocket was clean as can be, but you just see the receiver and you get antsy and you just sling that thing a little too far, even for those fast Iowa Colony receivers.
Third down coming up for Iowa Colony. Third down and 15 for the Pioneers with 3:54 to go in the first half.
Santa Fe looking to defend the deep ball here.
Man in motion, back to throw. It will be a screen and incomplete. Was looking for Mosley, and Mosley could not hang on to the ball. Those were three regrettable plays for the Pioneers, with Mosley with fumbling once and not being able to hold on to a pass. So the Indians get the ball back.
I tell you what, that's 3 plays of Iowa Colony between the fumble, the missed deep shot, and the bobbled screen pass. I mean, you've got to think as Santa Fe, you're kind of wiping the sweat off your brow because you get a chance on offense after 3 straight misfires for the Iowa Colony offense.
Back deep is Cruz to punt, lined up around his 17-yard line. He will take his time, and he will hang a high floater. See where it bounces, gets a nice bounce for the Pioneers, and that ball will die down at around the 27-yard line. So it ends up being a 43-yard punt for Cruz, as the Indians will get the ball 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. 3:38 to go first half. They've got one timeout remaining, and we'll see if this is an opportunity where the Indians can string together some offense. We've seen it in flashes, but it hasn't resulted in points yet.
Absolutely. We've seen it's kind of Santa Fe MO in a way, where their modus operandi, if you want the big word, but it's one of those situations where they're trying to just fight their way to first downs, but they just haven't resulted in points.
And good run there by Mancuso. Gets past the 30, has lowered his head down to around the 32-yard line. So it's a pickup of 4. We'll make it 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's just plugging away. Santa Fe will stay in the fight as long as they can until that clock hits 0. And even after if necessary. But I'm got to think if you're Blake Ryder, you need points on the board going into half. That would be the fire that this team needs, I think, to get back in this one.
See if they can take a deep shot here. There's going to be a handoff to the fullback. It will spin off of one tackle, and we finally drag down. Good effort there by Petchak, but he is brought down. See where he spotted him. See if they'll give him forward progress.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Looks like they will.
He was stumbling early and, already had his momentum stopped before the second player got there. So he's going to get placed all the way back up at about the 32.
So no gain on that one. 3rd down and 6 for the Indians. 2:34 and counting to go here in the first half.
I think you got to pass the ball here on this one, but you also need to be aware that Santa Fe is going to bring the thunder. They're bringing that pressure. Or excuse me, Iowa Colony is bringing the blitz on this one.
And they are showing it. And that ball is going to go back 5 yards further because one of the Indian linemen jumped before the snap. And that is going to make what was a somewhat manageable 3rd down into a more challenging 3rd down.
I tell you what, far fewer plays in the playbook, I would think, for a 3rd and about 4 or 5 than a 3rd and about 10 or 11.
Takes the ball back to the 27-yard line, 2:17 to go in the first half. Santa Fe does have one timeout remaining as they trail 17-0 here to Iowa Colony. Both teams came in this game 1-1 in district play. District 9, Division 2, 5A. Norman awaiting the snap, rolls out to the far side, looking, is going to step up, throws, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Was looking in the direction of Dalian Wilson, but good coverage there by the Pioneers. That was number 7 for the Pioneers, Jarvis Solomon, and another 3 and out for Santa Fe as the Pioneers will get the ball back with 1:56 to go.
And that's a tough situation for Wilson and a tough situation for Norman because Wilson had his man beat, but the defender did a great job of getting between the player and the football, or excuse me, getting between the player and the sideline.
And that
just
ball
got that punt off.
Got off as Iowa Colony brought everyone but the cheerleaders on that one.
I tell you what, you talk about part of the Red Sea, part of the White Sea of jerseys to get that punt off. Oh my goodness.
See where they will spot it at. It looks like they're going to spot the ball at the, see where they spotted at? The 40-yard line. So that ends up being a 13-yard punt.
Man, oh man.
Actually, much shorter than that. It's going to be a 3-yard punt as he spotted 1st and 10 at the 30.
Iowa Colony with a short field. As you know, the only time they've really stuttered in the last few drives is when they stuttered themselves. They took the wheels off themselves.
On that previous drive with the fumbling and incompletion on the screen. Now Carson White in the offense with an opportunity to add more points on the board with 1:44 left. 4 wide receivers set. White back, has pressure, zips the ball downfield, incomplete. Was looking in the direction of Warren, but he had pressure on him as that ball just zipped past everybody.
Yeah, and that ball had to come out quick. Santa Fe did a good job of getting back there and bringing pressure. And that incomplete pass is, sometimes the best option if, as opposed to taking a sack if you're a quarterback.
Good coverage there by number 9, Zane Brewer, as it's now 2nd down and 10 to go. 1:39 to go in the first half. Tenor back into the game in the backfield with White.
We know we can move.
And it will be 2. Actually, White breaks 1 tackle, got to around the 26-yard line. Good shoestring tackle there by number 5, Jackson Smith, to keep that play from going any further. He got 3, so it'll be a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, and Santa Fe, once again, just continuing to play hard-nosed football. Not if the first person doesn't get there, the second man does. That's kind of the way you play team defense. Is I may not be able to make this tackle, but if I can just slow them up enough, there's not too many athletes that are going to get around 4, 5, 6 of our defenders. 3rd
down, White back, steps up, has pressure,
all day.
Decides to take off with the ball. 25 past the 20. He will have enough for a 1st down and then some, as he just took matters in his own hands and crashed inside the 20 to around the 18-yard line. So a gain of 9 on a 3rd and 7 will move the chains for Iowa Colony, and we'll take a timeout. 53 seconds to go in the first half. Iowa Colony leading 17-0 and threatening on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Are you ready to take charge of your future? Galveston College is here to help you build your tomorrow. Get ready for an engaging and vibrant college experience where you can explore endless possibilities. Immerse yourself in our beautiful campus where innovation meets inspiration at every turn. Worried about paying for college? Galveston College is one of the most affordable colleges in Texas. Located near the beach, you can enjoy the best of both worlds, quality education and fun in the sun. So what are you waiting for? Register now at gc.edu and start building your tomorrow at Galveston College.
Hi, my name is Evelyn, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Hey everyone, it's Caitlin and I am back. I want to make sure that you guys know to tune in and tag all your friends on social media. We are at the halftime show officially, so you don't want to miss out. We're about almost there to the halftime show, and I don't want you guys to miss out, so make sure you tune in and tag all your comments and predictions on who you think the ultimate victor will be. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Caitlin. Folks, be sure to comment. Let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. We'll shout you out on the show as Iowa Colony continues to move downfield. Let us know. We're all over the world tuning in to watch Clear Life Media.
2nd and 3 coming up for Iowa Colony as that ball for Tenor is incomplete. Indians were able to apply some pressure on that one.
Yeah, that's kind of been the name of the game. I tell you what Iowa Colony is doing a good job of is deflecting that pressure. You don't feed into the pressure. You deflect it. You kind of move it around. It keeps that pocket clean. And so that's how Carson White has been able to get a lot of these big scrambles is that defensive line gets split, and it leaves a big opening for him to get these big runs. Watch for that here on 3rd down. They might try something similar to put the ball in his hands.
3rd down coming up, and it is going to be a fumble. Ball is loose, and we'll see if the Indians have it. We'll see the last man up, and fortunately for Iowa Colony, it was one of their big guys there with the recovery.
Yeah, big 78. Flopped down on top of that football and made sure nobody got anywhere near it.
1 second left to go in the first half. We will they'll take the timeout with them here. 17-0 here on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Lone Star Muscle is produced by Clear Life Media, a leader in high-quality video production. Clear Life Media specializes in video production, live streaming, photography, podcast, and much more. With a brand new state-of-the-art studio located in League City, Texas, make your next production come to life. Book today. Check out Clear Life Media on social media and learn more at clearlifemedia.com.
Hi, my name is Miss Brenton, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. 3 seconds left as we get ready for halftime. We're going to see this field goal attempt from Iowa Colony. Be sure to stick with us. We got lots going on at halftime.
Kick by Cruz is up, and the kick is going to be good as we end the first half with Iowa Colony putting up points on the board. They've got all 20 points on the board here in the first half. It is Iowa Colony 20, Santa Fe nothing on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Enjoy the halftime.
So I'm in the CHAMPS program, and we travel to the elementary and the middle school, and we get to meet with kids who just need a little bit more love and attention. I just want to help make a change and inspire someone and just allow them to be better. My family has always been a teacher, so I've grown up around teachers and educators, and it's just really inspired me to work with little kids.
I'm part of the TRIBE program. We are students who want to be future educators, and we go to the elementary schools and the junior high to get a feel for what it's like to be in the classroom hands-on. This program is important to me because it puts me ahead of everybody else in college and allows me an actual opportunity to meet kids and be an actual teacher.
We just wrapped up a great year for the Education Foundation. Supporting teachers and students is what we do. In October, we awarded a little over $140,000 to classrooms here in Santa Fe ISD. We have also been working hard to bring to life the Book and STEM Bus, also called the Indian Innovation Lab. We are in a new year and we have big goals. Don't you want to join us to make that happen for our teachers and students? Supporting education is a slam dunk.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please join me in welcoming the Iowa Coffee Legend.
live in Santa Fe for the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Has a first down. Got a block. Is going to score.
Don't be surprised. Insurance companies offer bad deals for injury claims. And many lawyers, they take the bad deal, they move on to the next case.
Mitchell is going to be stuck.
You have a choice. Hire a lawyer who will do the work. Set the tone against the insurance companies so that you get the max for your injury case. So call Lone Star Injury Attorneys, where we do the work. We punish the insurance companies when they give bad deals. Lone Star Injury Attorneys is a proud sponsor of the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Tonight we will perform our 2024 UIL contest show entitled Nostalgic, featuring one-time number 9 by Sarah Rose, former conservative religion including my grandfather. I don't want to lose you, Sesame Street, and Nothing to be Fooled by Lionel Ray. We will hope you enjoy the show. Thank you for your kind attention. The band would like to congratulate the Santa Fe band on their first division rating yesterday as the UIL marching band out of district.
Welcome to Communities and Schools. This is what we do.
If it wasn't for the CIS community, I would still be in ISS.
I'm thankful I get to express my feelings.
You get out supplies.
They give pencils, they give notebooks.
Miss B always has snacks in her room whenever we need snacks.
She's actually helping with my grades and stuff.
My grades have definitely risen because I'm not stressing out over people and I can socialize a lot better.
I've become a lot more confident in myself.
I feel protected here. I just learned from what I heard from them and just know to do better.
They've helped me rebuild my inner self because they have been great mentors to me.
I just want to stay there. It makes me happier for the rest of my day.
One time I didn't want to go to school because I got bullied real bad.
I would cry every day at school.
I was just talking to myself in a way I shouldn't have, and I was able to go to Miss Stockwell for a while and talk to her. It taught me a lot. I learned to control my emotions.
When you tell them something that happened, you're just expressing your feelings.
So every time I'd get angry, I'd go in there and then I'd calm myself down and be able to move on with my day without freaking out.
It's easier to come to school more because there's somebody you can always go to talk to if you're having issues.
It makes me more joyful, and it makes me more happier, and then I feel calmer to go back to class.
Somebody there to support you. There's always somebody there. They're like always going to be there if you need them.
Freshman, sophomore, and junior year, I didn't have anything like that.
Thank you to Miss H for helping me become confident in myself.
I'd want to thank Miss B and the program. Life couldn't be the way it is at the moment. I don't even think I could still be here without it.
Thank you for providing for kids who are struggling and families that can't provide for themselves.
Thank you for allowing me to be who I am today.
Thank you, Miss Beatrice, for letting your life be my home.
Thank you for helping me control my emotions and for this awesome program. Thank you, Communities and Schools!
There are over 28,000 students in our community.
Tonight, the Trouble Bells will be performing a cheer routine to the music selection, Rock to Be Drop. Thank you, Trevor Bells. And Santa Fe High School band, if you would freeze right where you are, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize our awesome award-winning Santa Fe High School band that received the first division yesterday at UIL Region Marching Contest. Give it up for your Indian band. And we are going to give ourselves plenty of time and perform post-game tonight. You guys deserve the time on the field to perform.
Hey everybody, it's AJ with Hippie Fertilizing. We are here to help fix your lawn. Does it currently look brown, dead, dry, patchy? We'll call it Hippie. We can help turn it around. And one of the best ways to do that is with our Hippie Juice Plus application to revitalize your soil, your turf, and help give you a lush green lawn you're looking for. Please fill out our contact form at hippiefertilizing.com, because nobody knows grass like a hippie. Peace.
Our freshman of the week is RJ Ozak and Caleb Wright. Our band members of the week are Scarlett Ganes and Robert Grayson. Our leader of the week is Cindy Haberman and Emma Hernandez. Our section of the week is the saxophones. The band is under the direction of Annette Nicholas and Justine Bruin. We're also under the direction of Matthew Rains and Blake Schulmeyer. Regarding the tribe, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the administration of Santa Fe High School, as well as our superintendent of schools, Dr. Kevin Bach. We would also like to take this opportunity to thank our school board of trustees, our band boosters, our band parents, and numerous community supporters. We appreciate the opportunity to perform for you tonight, and please join us post-game for the full show of our UIL 2024 Santa Fe High School Band Siren Song. Have a good game.
Welcome back, folks. Halftime is over. The Indians are ready to run out the tunnel and onto the field as we get ready for the second half here in Santa Fe. Tough going so far, Brandon. Is Iowa Colony currently up 20-0, but you got to believe the Indians aren't going anywhere.
This game is a lot closer than it appears because Santa Fe has held Iowa Colony, a team that normally averages around 350, 360 yards per game, to 152 yards of offense. Unfortunately, Santa Fe has only 83 yards of offense, and that's where the trouble lies. The special teams has been a bad night for Santa Fe, as special teams has led directly to a field goal and one of the two touchdowns scored by Iowa Colony tonight.
Absolutely. You know, in Santa Fe, we've talked about they had glimmers of hope, and they've been fighting tooth and nail to get first downs. They've managed to do that, and they found some tricky ways to do it. We saw, you know, trick plays on the punt. We saw, you know, some fourth and inches, QB sneaks there. They found ways to have success. They just haven't turned that success into points, and that's ultimately the way the game is scored. So got to believe Coach Blake Ryder going to find a way to put points on the board, or try to his best to find a way to get points on the board here in this third quarter.
And at the same time, you'd also have to think that Iowa Colony coach Ray Garcia has got to be displeased with the way his team has played. They've only managed 152 yards of offense, and their quarterback Carson White only 4 of 11 for 50 yards with the one touchdown.
Yeah, he has had some success scrambling as well, though, as Carson White managed to find some openings in that department. Here we go, Santa Fe kicking the ball off. I got to think Iowa Colony probably has their plays scripted for this drive, depending on what happens. We see a good deep kick here.
And it's going to be fielded by Miles at around the 15-yard line to the 20. That's the sideline, 30, 35, 41 man to beat. And if it were not for number 21, Paul Rivera, Miles might have been going a few more miles.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, he had everybody beat. That was a straight foot race. He found the sideline and used it as his guide. Paul Rivera just got there at about the 50 and saves the touchdown.
Again, excellent field position for Iowa Colony. They're going to start this drive 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line, leading by a count of 20-0.
Yeah, they've had great field position all night. Special teams woes for Santa Fe have really been the name of the game. Short punts, muffed punts, whipped punts, kick returns going all the way, punt returns going all the way. It's really been a tough going, other than the one trick play they had on 4th down.
1st and 10 as Miles is the man in motion. White gets the snap. He'll hand it off to Tenor, and Tenor is going to move past the 45 to around the 47-yard line. Tackle made there by number 20, Justin Masick, one of several Indians on the play.
Absolutely. And, you know, Santa Fe probably wants, you got to believe they want to limit those runs, those little short runs, because what's been happening so far is they're giving up 3-4 yards, and then with Iowa Colony being as athletic and quick as they are, once they get an inch and they get man-to-man out in space, they've got the athletes to beat it, and it actually looks like
a
false start on Iowa Colony.
That is going to take them back. So instead of a 2nd and 6, it's now 1st and 15 as that play is wiped out. So 1st and 15 coming up for Iowa Colony now at their own 39-yard line. Let us know where you're watching. Karen Huff is watching from Gilbert, Arizona. Wants to say go Mason as we drop back, swing pass caught by Tenor. Tenor to the 40, breaks one tackle, gets to around a 45, 46-yard line, just stops out. Gain of 7 on that play. So they'll get the 5 yards back after the penalty and a couple more, making it 2nd and 8.
I tell you what, Iowa Colony, that's where their game is best played, I feel like. When you get athletes in space, they're able to make those plays. So look for more of that. Look for more playing the sideline and using that speed to neutralize the Santa Fe defense.
2nd down, White calling his own number, tries to turn a corner and won't. Indians there to stuff that one.
Yeah, we talk about Santa Fe being all heart. We talk about every time we come here. When you run into the heart of that defense, that's exactly what's going to happen. Got to believe, once again, they're going to look for perimeter plays here for if you're Iowa Colony.
Loss of a yard as it was the big guy, number 99, Mason Murray, there on the stop. So make a 3rd down and 8 at the 46-yard line. Early 3rd quarter. First drive of the 2nd half as Iowa Colony leads by a count of 20-0. Shotgun set. 4 wide. 4 White. Will drop back. Has pressure. Will swing it to Tenor. And Tenor's going to be stopped well short of the 1st down. Good coverage there by the Indians. Number 32, Jaden Brady. And also, looks like number 11, that is Clayton Lanier. He is down after that play, but they keep the Indians make a great play. He'll bounce right back up, and they will force a 3 and out, basically, as Iowa Colony will have to punt.
Absolutely great open field tackle there, and that's kind of what we talked about a bit before. You may not be able to make the play on one player, but you've got to be able to slow them down enough for your team to get there. It's team football. That's absolutely the name of the game, and that's how I believe Santa Fe sees themselves back into this game. Good defensive stop so far.
It's a good start to the second half for the Indians as Cruz is lined up at his 36-yard line to punt. And it will be to Cruz, and Cruz is going to hammer a wobbler that takes another bounce for Iowa Colony. That ball is going to be down around the 21-yard line, so it ends up being a 29-yard punt.
Absolutely. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here at the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
My name's Thomas with Garcia's Detailing, and we're out here at Clear Life Media in League City, Texas, and we're about to be working on the Sierra HD 2500. We're going to be doing a 2-stage paint correction. We're going to be laying down our ceramic System X. We're going to be doing a 5-year warranty for these guys. This truck's going to shine like never before with the hands of Garcia's Detailing, because when you put love into the art, it shows.
Game of the week, Santa Fe with a short pickup on first down. You got to believe they want to get points on the board. You do not want to start the third quarter the way you ended the first half.
And it's been rough going for Mancuso. That was his 14th carry, and he has managed 17 yards on the evening.
My goodness.
Second down and 7 coming up, and it is going to be a delayed handoff to Mancuso, who's got the corner first down, as he is pushed out of bounds at around the 35, no, at the 36-yard line. So easily his best run of the night, a 12-yard gain.
Yeah, nearly doubled his yardage on that one. You got to believe that's kind of the energy that Santa Fe wants to bring into the second half. You know they're not going to go away. That's the one trademark of Santa Fe is they just stay in the game. They're going to keep running harder and harder and harder. And we talked about it a little bit in the first half. The longer you can keep that defense on the field, the more tired they get, and exhaustion makes cowards of us all.
Hand off to Mancuso, and that is not going to work well as number 90, Chris Johnson, just came in from the end spot, just rolled the back up Mancuso. We'll see how far they will spot the ball. Will turn out to be no gain, so second down and 10 for Santa Fe at their own 36 with 9:02 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I tell you what, Santa Fe needs just any kind of yardage at all. That's really the name of the game. You just have to keep the plays positive.
Second and 10, Norman drops back. Will swing it out to Mancuso, and Mancuso breaks one tackle, or breaks a couple more. Mancuso almost got a lot more than what he did. So he gets close to a first down, dragged down at around the 44-yard line. Last man up for Iowa Colony, number 51, Daniel Sweeney.
A great vision by Mancuso to just find the short lane and pick up a few extra yards. And good job out there by the receiver as well. Got just enough of a block to get the defender spun around and make life miserable for him.
3rd and 2 from the 44. It is Norman trying to turn the corner, and he won't.
That play is just too slow, too long to develop for this Iowa Colony defense to not sniff it out and snuff it out.
Number 32, Adrian Porter Jr., there on the stop. He got a yard on that one, so it'll be a 4th down and a yard to go. Fourth and 1 at the 45-yard line, 7:46 and counting here in the third quarter. They've got plenty of time on the play clock to run this. They've converted 2 4th downs. They will come out of the pistol on this one. Play clock down to 4, down to 3. Can they get this one off? And they just did. Hand up is going to be Mancuso. That's not going to get anything. They make the stop. Number 2, Chandler Love showing no love to Mancuso.
Iowa Colony just much too quick. And folks, we've actually got, I hear that Caitlin Pristine has somebody down on the sideline. Caitlin, who you got?
Hey everyone, it's Caitlin Pristine, and I am here once again with Dr. Bott. Mr. Bott, last time we talked, you said that the overall program is just the culture. I have to ask you, by far, what is your most favorite theme that they pulled off so far? this season, and why?
You know, it's tempting to say, talk about wins and losses when you're talking about a football team, but even our community, I think most Indians fans can tell you that when they're looking at the Indians and they're talking about our players and our coaching staff, they're not talking about wins and losses, they're talking about culture. And obviously the wins and losses are going to translate from that over time, and the wins that we've seen this season are clearly a result of positive culture, but they support each other. They come, they put in great practices. And if you put in great practices every week, you're going to see that result on the field over time. So even tonight, we're playing a very tough, very difficult, very physical Iowa Colony team, and yet we're hanging in there. We're staying tough. We're not getting blown out. We're making this a game that we can stay close in, and we can come back, and we can fight.
Love that. And you know what? These guys give 110% every time they step out on that field. What do you think everything they learn on and off the field is preparing them for their future?
Well, great question. Obviously, our coaches reiterate how important character matters. And it's not just what we're doing on the field, it's what we're doing off the field. And it wasn't a couple of weeks ago, during their bye week, you're going to see our players out on their campuses. You'll see them at elementary schools, talking to our kids, greeting kids, opening car doors, making sure that they're visible and being positive and setting a good example. Because if they're showing character off the field, you're going to see it on the field too. And we want to make sure that for our fans and for our community, we're setting more than just an athletic example. We want to set an academic example. We want to set a character example. And they're doing that. It's fun to watch.
All right, last question for you. Is there anything new going on in the school district?
Oh, gosh. We always continue to grow and expand our CT programs, career and technical education. Right now, our volleyball team is 6-1. Our junior high programs continue to perform. There's always going to be kids coming up with new creative ideas and ways to post information on social media, or we've got different videos that we're putting out each week. The kids are putting out videos each week just to make sure our community is informed, and so it's just fun to be a part of. There's always something new. I can't just name one thing, I guess, but I got to give our kids and our staff the credit because they're creative, they're positive, they're always wanting to keep things fresh. We live in a world of media and social media, and so they jump into it and have a good time with it.
I appreciate the community that's surrounded by Santa Fe. Thank you so much, Dr. Bott.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys as well, as Iowa Colony is on the move.
Iowa Colony started their drive at the 45-yard line of Santa Fe. After making the stop, they are now inside the 15, making the 13-yard line with a 1st and 10 with 5:33 to go here in the third quarter. And it will be a handoff, and the runner is going to get in. That is a touchdown for Eric Mosley from 13 yards out. He walks in, so with 5:23 to go in the third quarter, Iowa Colony stretches the lead to 26-0.
Tell you what, it's got to be frustrating if you're the defensive coordinator for Santa Fe, because there were several times on that drive where you called up the right blitz, you called up the right play, and the defenders got so energetic, so energized, they ran past the runner, or the runner slipped past them, missed tackles, things like that. It's just Santa Fe not operating fundamentally, and that's why they got outplayed on that drive. There's a flag on this one.
Flag on this one. We'll wait to see what the call is. Brayton Briggs, thanks for listening and watching. He is watching from Texas City. Stingrays are playing on Saturday morning. They are on the road against Richmond Randall, as that penalty is going to be assessed, I'm guessing, at the kickoff. Not sure as to what's going on here. Are they going to bring everybody out or what?
I mean, they've got everyone off the field.
They've got everyone off the field.
They're talking with Iowa Colony, so I got to believe it's a penalty on Santa Fe if they're getting the coach's opinion on it.
We'll wait to see. 5:23 to go. It's 26-0 after the 13-yard touchdown run from Eric Mosley. And that was Mosley's second rushing touchdown of the season. So whatever it is, it's going to be assessed on the kickoff as Santa Fe's kickoff return unit comes out with number 5, Jackson Smith, back deep.
There's a personal foul.
It was a personal foul against Santa Fe, and that is why Iowa Colony is going to be kicking the ball off at the Santa Fe 45-yard line.
Whew.
Somebody made a wrong move, and as a result, that is going to allow Andy Cruz to really thump this one if he wants to. 5:23 to go, third quarter. It's now 27-0. As Iowa Colony came in with a record of 4-1, 1-1 in district play. Santa Fe came in with a 3-2 record, 1-1 also in district play as well.
I tell you, it's been a small narrative in the background compared to some of the bigger things we've seen, but Iowa Colony has absolutely dominated the field position battle, and this will help them as well.
Short kick, and it's bobbled. Bobbled by number 18, Bryce Horner. He is able to recover it, as the Indians are not going to have favorable field position on this one, as they're going to start this one at their 12-yard line.
Yeah, when you're struggling on offense, you know, it makes it even tougher when you have to start every drive from the 20. You start every drive from, you know, back at the 30, back at the 25, and now they're starting this one from about the 10, the 15, so, or the 15, the 13.
Like the 12-yard line.
Yeah.
It'll be the 12-yard line for the Indians start. 5:22 to go third quarter. Down 27-0. You got to figure they're going to have to start flinging the ball in the air a little more often. 1st and 10, it will be Norman back. Has pressure. We'll just throw this one away, as the rush of Iowa Colony was there. That was Kalu 15 and number 90. Yet again, Chris Johnson there providing the pressure.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this pass rush for Iowa Colony has been monstrous all game long. Anytime that Mason Norman has stepped back to throw the ball, there's been 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders just breaching the line and getting back there and causing havoc.
2nd and 10 coming up. Santa Fe has not been able to move the ball here tonight, still under 100 yards of offense, as they've got a 2nd and 10 coming up at their own 12. Norman's going to hand this one off to Mancuso. Mancuso is going to get to around the 14, maybe the 15-yard line. Huge hit laid there by number 2, Chandler Love. We'll see where he spotted him. The forward progress is going to get him to the 16, so he'll gain 4 on that. Makes it 3rd and 6.
I'll tell you, it's much of the same here at this point in the third. Iowa Colony is just much too fast. These plays have to develop quicker if you're Santa Fe and you want to have success. 3rd down could be big here.
3rd down coming up, as Norman in shotgun drops back in the pocket, steps up. He's just going to throw this one downfield, and that is going to be incomplete. He was looking for number 4, Dalian Wilson, but Wilson unable to get that one. Good coverage there by Iowa Colony, and again, another 3 and out for Santa Fe.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's just favorable matchup right there. You look and you see your number 1 on their number 1, and you assume your player's going to get the ball, but no going. Way too good a defense and way too good a coverage by Iowa Colony on that one. And watch for them to come for this punt. They've been very close to blocking about 2 or 3 of these already tonight.
Low snap, and the ball is going to be off by Johnson, and that's going to take a nice Santa Fe bounce. And we'll get to the midfield, strike past midfield, nailed down at the 48-yard line. So good field position yet again for Iowa Colony. Up 27-0 with 4:27 to go. We'll take a quick break here on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Another round.
Hey, you guys are tapped out.
We said we want another round.
I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I gotta go.
Make us pillow hands.
Injuries happen. Sometimes it's your fault. And sometimes it's not. So if you're involved in a car accident, slip and fall, or work injury, and it's not your fault, you need a lawyer who will fight every round for you. So call Lone Star Injury Attorneys, proud sponsor of Elevate FC and Everything Houston.
Huge scramble getting out of the way of the Santa Fe pressure. And I'll tell you what I like, Brandon. As he was moving, he kept his eyes downfield. That locked all the faster defenders, your defensive backs, your linebackers, your safeties. He keeps his eyes downfield until he's past the line of scrimmage, and this forces all of those players to keep playing pass defense.
And it turns out to be a 29-yard run for White. 1st and 10 for Iowa Colony at the 22-yard line of Santa Fe. 3:51 to go third quarter. White's going to hand the ball off to Tenner, and Tenner's going to break past a couple of tackles. Tenner's still spinning inside the 15 to around the 10-yard line. So move the chains, if you will. Another 1st down for Iowa Colony as they're looking to add more here with 3:39 and counting in the third quarter.
Yeah, I tell you what, going into the half, Iowa Colony started to hit a bit of a wall, started to have some self-imposed errors, if you will. None of that so far in the third quarter as they are driving right back into the red zone, looking to score again.
Clock continuing to run with 3:23 and counting. 1st and 10 at the 11 up Santa Fe. Tenor in the backfield with White. White from shotgun, drops back, steps, heaves, goes corner end zone, and that ball is going to be caught. Touchdown. Second connection of the night for White to Warren. This one from 11 yards out. And right now, Iowa Colony is starting to click on all cylinders offensively.
And look at, here you see the all-in-one Tenson events replay. 81 just uses his body to block off the defender. Much too big, much too strong. It's not pass interference. That's just using your body to prevent the defense from happening. Way too good of a play right there, and an excellent throw as well to put it right in the numbers, right in the target, to where only that receiver could catch it.
Kick is going to be up, and the kick is going to be good. 3:10 to go, third quarter. Iowa Colony looks like they're going to be on their way to a 5-1 record and 2-1 in district play. They're leading Santa Fe 34-0 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
The event of the year returns to Hitchcock this October. The Hitchcock Good Old Days is October 11th and the 12th. Perfect for the entire family. Enjoy the barbecue cook-off, live music, mutton bustin', and the Miss Good Old Days pageant. Shop local and enjoy the vendor market with over 40 vendors. Tickets are only $5. We'll see you at the Good Old Days Fairgrounds. Learn more about this event at hitchcockchamber.com.
Hi, my name is Nicole Hubble, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Folks, you saw the event there here, the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Let's talk about Fajita Wednesdays, Brandon. Red River Cantina's got it going on.
Oh, my. I might have to make a run out there this week.
I'll tell you what, it looks delicious, man. You get a half-pound beef fajita. You know, you can read it on right there. The deal is fantastic. Bring the kids. Kids eat free. Bring the nephews, bring the nieces, bring the kids. They all eat free. We're going to put them out of business if they ain't careful.
Red River. There we go. Set to kick off Andy Cruz with Jackson Smith back deep, lining around his own 5. Cruz will kick this one and hammers it deep in the direction of Smith around the 5, and he's just going to call a fair catch with 3:09 to go here in the third quarter. Iowa Colony had 152 yards in the first half. They've got 107 here in the third quarter.
My goodness, yeah, that's what we were talking about. They were sort of struggling. We saw missed deep balls. We saw fumbled snaps. We saw passes getting dropped. They were out of sync, out of rhythm. You know, the Santa Fe, it could just be the environment. This crowd is still packed, folks. It's 34-0 right now. And Santa Fe, I've not seen any green leave this side of the home stadium. That's the beauty of Santa Fe. But that can affect you as a player. When you look out, you see all that sea of green. And now they've got their head on straight, and it's 34-0 here.
Delayed handoff to Mancuso, and that is not going to work as the Iowa Colony defense continues to swarm in the backfield. Number 0, Trayshawn O'Neal. Number 11, Hayden Caston, amongst the cast of characters, making it a stop. Gain of 1, making it 2nd down and 9.
Absolutely. It's much of the same. It's first down run almost every single time for Santa Fe, and that's just resulted in Iowa Colony sniping out that running back every single play.
2nd down. Norman drops back. Ball is going to be caught by Lofton, and Lofton will get to around the 30-yard line. Ball popped out after the whistle blew. Good effort by Ronnie Lofton. He'll get to around the 31, so he'll pick up 5. He'll make it 3rd down and 4 with 2:17 to go in the third.
You know, Santa Fe, we talked about it. I would not be shocked, I would be shocked if this score still says 0 at the end of the night. Not because I expect Iowa Colony to let off the gas, but the opposite. I expect Santa Fe to not stop playing as hard as they can. They're going to get some points on the board one way or another, I have to believe.
3rd down coming up for the Indians, and they will toss this to Mancuso. Mancuso cannot turn the corner as Iowa Colony speed just too much here tonight.
And you saw there, sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Mancuso walking with the ball, and he's waiting for his blocks to develop. Iowa Colony is able to make their moves. They're able to move as they think, as opposed to waiting for the blocks to develop and then hitting the hole. They're finding their gaps, finding their openings as they're running. The defense is reacting quicker than the offense can act right now. That's been the story all game.
Back to punt again is Garrett Johnson. as Miles is back deep around his own 35-yard line. 1:11 and counting to go in the third quarter. Johnson gets the snap and will get this one off. Wobbler that's going to go past the 45 and will die at around the 41-yard line for Iowa Colony with 55 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
I'll tell you what, man, the way Iowa Colony has played offense so far, I would not be shocked if they scored before the third quarter was over. They have been explosive so far. Santa Fe, they've been trying to scheme around it and knuckle down, buckle down, and they've done well of that. They've had players in positions, but it's just the Iowa Colony players are outplaying the other end.
And it's just a case of just way too much speed. Coach Ryder said coming in that this is a fast team, and we have seen that, especially on the defensive side of the ball tonight. As a flag is down, and it works well in Canada, but not in America when you have 12 men on the field. And that is going to take them back 5.
Cannot break that huddle with 12 men. That is what the penalty will be.
Brayton Griggs says his birthday is soon and he can't wait. When is your birthday? Brayton will sing a shout. Takes that back 5 yards, makes it 1st and 15 at the 36-yard line, still with 55 seconds remaining. We'll wait and see what the Pioneers do here. 4 wide receivers set for White. He's got 2 TD passes already. He'll drop back, has some pressure, steps up, looks downfield, has a man, the ball is dropped. Oh, my.
I tell you what, great job by the O-line there to pick up the blitz. Santa Fe brought the corner on that side. It was picked up, and that's also why the man was open deep, because you only had one person over there. They did everything right except catch the football.
Jacody Miles is not going to like seeing that film tomorrow, as he was wide open and unable to pull off the catch. 2nd and 15 with 48 seconds to go here in the third quarter. White back, steps, looks. Ball is going to be caught. Reception made. First time we've caught number 83's number tonight. As it is a reception, gets them to around the 41-yard line.
I believe that might be his first catch of the season. I'm looking through our stats here. Wow, so we actually do not have the name. Congratulations, number 83 on your first catch.
Third down now. 3rd down and a 10 coming up for Iowa Colony with 17 seconds left in the third. Back to throw is White, rolls out, looks for a receiver, looking. He'll just throw this one underneath, and that ball's almost intercepted. Are you going to say intercepted?
Was it intercepted?
They're not going to say it was a pick.
My goodness.
And the interception is made. Looks like that was number 5, Jackson Smith. Off the tip, will go to the replay. Ball is tipped, and Smith right there. You need 1 foot in, and he had it.
I'll tell you what's been throwing off the Iowa Colony offense just a bit is they've been doing it all night long. Zane Brewer, number 9, has been floating back and preventing the deep ball on that side. And what happened that time was Carson White floated over. His deep option was gone, so he tried to go to the check down. Ball slips through the hands, and the defender is there for the interception. That's one time where the scheme for Santa Fe actually works out.
Big play for the Indians defense. This is their second turnover of the night. 7 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 at their own 44. Norman back, steps up, has a man over the middle. The ball is going to be caught. 25 to the 20. Still going. Inside the 15 to around the 11-yard line.
My goodness.
A great catch and run from Mason Norman to Blake Mancuso to end the third quarter.
We say it every year, every time we're here. Santa Fe will not go away. Look at this strike. Ball could have been put in front. He'd still be running. Had to slow down just a bit. You see here the all-in-one Tenson Event Center replay. Mancuso fighting all the way down as we have ended the third quarter.
Third quarter in the books. It is Santa Fe trailing 34-0 here on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
This is Gardy with Clear Life. We're opening 3 spots for new broadcast sponsors, starting at only $300 a month. Fight broadcasts, high school sports, podcasts, community stories, and updates. Drop a comment or send an email to info@clearlifemedia.com.
The best barbecue is at Texas Pit Stop Barbecue, now open at the Mainland City Center. Brisket, ribs, and smoked chicken. Bring your appetite at Texas Pit Stop Barbecue.
Hi, my name is Skyler. You're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. See Santa Fe. Well, there you see Santa Fe inside the red zone, looking to make something happen.
And it's going to be a reverse to Wilson. Wilson past the 10, inside the 5. He'll be short of the goal line. Nice run as they do a little trickeration to Dalian Wilson. See where they spot him out at. They're going to spot him at around the 4-yard line, make it the 3, so a gain of 8 on that.
Wilson just kept moving his feet. You see there the all-in-one Tinson Event Center replay. Santa Fe on the move, right back under center.
2nd and 2 from the 3. Norman's going to hand this one off. Mancuso turns the corner, does get turned the corner, and a touchdown for Santa Fe.
I tell you what, man, I said it. Santa Fe will not leave with the goose egg. They just keep fighting too hard, too often. Watch Mancuso. You see your all-in-one Tinson Event Center replay. Hits the outside. He is chased by a host of defenders, but he gets the block on the perimeter. Fantastic job there, just finding his lane, finding his opening, hitting the hole, and getting the touchdown. Santa Fe will not leave with that goose egg.
A very positive moment as that extra point is going to be good, despite the efforts of Wilson to block it. Santa Fe puts some points up on the board. Still some time left to put up more. 11:46 to go in the fourth quarter. It is Iowa Colony 34, Santa Fe 7 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Hi, my name is Daniel Sereni.
Today we're at Texas First Bank in Dickinson, Texas.
Texas First Bank in Hitchcock.
Texas First Bank here in Galveston.
Texas First Bank has over 27 locations from Galveston all the way to Conroe.
Texas First is a locally owned and independent community bank.
Texas First Bank offers a wide range of different products and services from consumer to business. We're here to help you in any way.
We'd love for you to come in and visit with us and talk to one of our banking representatives.
At any of our 27 locations, or you can
Bank.
Helping Texas.
7-34, Iowa Colony up.
An onside kick that is going to be fielded by Iowa Colony. A 3-play, 64-yard drive, a 53-yard catch and run by Mancuso from Norman. Put Mancuso in position to put points up on the board.
Yeah, really simple. You know, I believe Iowa Colony was in the cover 2. Their safeties were split. You bring the running back up that lane, in that passing lane there, hit between the 2 safeties and picks up the huge yardage. And then, you know, he got you down there. Let him finish for you. Mancuso picks it up on the run as well. They've been trying with him all night. And they finally find the lane in the passing direction, and it leads to the rushing touchdown. It's balance that they finally find, Brandon.
Indeed it was. You figured that they would find something, and they did, as they took advantage of Iowa Colony and put points on the board. Now Iowa Colony look to see if they can get those points back. White calling his own number, and he is going to pull his way to around the 44 before a massive yellow and green slows him down.
That's the thing, man. Santa Fe, once they get that energy, we said it earlier, the crowd is still packed out. Like we were talking about it in the break, like what a community Santa Fe has. Actually, I believe Carson White's helmet has come off. He's going to have to step out for a play. But, yeah, the Santa Fe community is just so tight-knit. You know, these fans don't leave. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard says. They're in it as much as the players are. It's a beautiful thing to see.
And coming in to replace him at quarterback. Actually more of a Wildcat, as it's Miles lining up. And Miles calling his own number. Miles tries to turn the corner. He will not. He got about a yard before big number 99, Mason Murray, made that play happen, and flags are flying after the play.
That was a lot of contact after that whistle. Helmets came flying off. I believe it was number 21, Paul Rivera, who we saw make the big touchdown-saving tackle early.
Plays, yeah, it looks like he lost the helmet. We'll see what happens here.
We're having a talk, and actually,
Rivera is going to walk back on the field, and he will have to miss a play.
Yeah, Miles' helmet has come off. Rivera's helmet came off. There was a lot of physicality on that one, man.
And you got to love the way the fact that Santa Fe is still bringing the heat. You know, it is as if this game was 34-34 with the way the fans are going and the way the Santa Fe defense is playing. You know, that touchdown has sparked them, and they're hoping that, they may not win this game, but they're going to try to put up as much positivity in this fourth quarter to finish on a high note.
And I actually think it was the way Rivera turned after the tackle. It wasn't so much the tackle itself, and I could be wrong here, but it was the way he stayed on top of the defender and turned and laid on top of him and made sure he stayed a few extra seconds. That's the unnecessary after the play roughness that you don't want to see as a defender. You play to the whistle, which there's probably a little bit after the whistle, let's be honest, but then Santa Fe, Paul Rivera actually stays on top and kind of rotates and turns, and that's probably what drew the flag, as we're waiting to see.
Wait for the determination here, and with the 11 minutes, 1 second to go.
They're still discussing, because there were two flags, two different officials threw the flags. So
I would not be surprised if they just make this offsetting at the end of the day. We'll wait and see what the call will be. No, it's going to go against Santa Fe, and it will be up to 15-yard variety.
That's not what you want whenever you're just got your momentum going, you just managed to get the ball rolling, and now your defense gives it that personal foul penalty. And it's one of those things, it's a play of passion where you're sort of, you're so caught up in the moment, you're just trying to make the play, and you get a little too aggressive, a little too heavy-handed, and that's what causes that. They go, hand in hand, unfortunately. And you see there, coach talking it out with the ref. I know exactly what happened, exactly what went wrong, so we can talk about it. And they're continuing to move.
No, he stopped a few yards short. It's supposed to be at the 39, and they finally get there.
Just a confusion with the sticks and the referee. We were confused for a bit, too, so I can't hold it against him.
1st and 10, and that allows White to come back into the lineup. And it'll be White handing it off. Number 35 rumbling downfield. And that is going to be Michael Woods making his first touch of the night. And Woods comes out impressive. A run down to the 21-yard line, gain of 18.
Yeah, can we talk about the depth of Iowa Colony for a second? Because how many are we saying that's their first catch of the year, that's their first run of the night, that's their first and they're still looking just as efficient as they were, in that third quarter.
And Woods again with another strong carry, and now flags are flying, and now this is what you don't want. You don't want things to go south as they're going to try to get the team separated.
That might be an ejection right there, Brandon.
Yeah, it should be.
That.
No, that is so unsportsmanlike there. We can see what the call will be, but I would venture that someone's getting kicked out of this game.
That was number 73. You cannot do that. See there, throwing a punch down into the helmet. Yeah, he already had the flag before that from standing over the player. That's a no-go right there, folks. You do not do that. Now, that in itself is also a penalty of passion, but that's taking it too far. That's going beyond the depths of football.
Oh, it is. It's just classless beyond belief to make something like that. Regardless as to what happened, you've got to be able to keep your head, level.
No, honestly, it would not shock me if the coaches, or excuse me, the referees don't say players ejected, then it would not shock me if the coaches pulled him. That's one of those things you have to learn a lesson, and there's no better time to teach that lesson than 35-7. It's one of those you give the lesson, but kind of when the stakes are a little lower. So hopefully when you're in a more serious game down the road, a closer game, not more serious, but a closer game, then, he's already learned it. And they're discussing.
Number 73, Noah Smith. A big kid, obviously, 6'4", 305 pounds, only a sophomore. It looks like they're going to huddle up and make cooler heads prevail. We're going to go ahead and take the timeout with them. 10:37 to go here in the fourth quarter. 34-7, Iowa Colony in the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Embrace the chaos. Visit riotsports.co to learn more and purchase product. And use discount code CL10 to save.
Hi, my name is Sal, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. And, talk about it being 34-7 here with Iowa Colony up over Santa Fe, but the passion is still going. The energy is still up. We've seen the coaches yelling. We've seen the players, getting them unsportsmanlike conducts, and referees are trying to figure it out. And this is one of those I wish we had a mic in the coaches section, in the referees huddle, because it looks like there's a lot of confusion. And
it is. It really is. And this seems like this is going beyond the offsetting penalties kind of thing, as finally both teams are able to come back. And actually, we'll see what the call is, as that should be against Iowa Colony and should be taking them back. It takes away what would have been a 6-yard run from Michael Woods.
The only thing I can think of is if maybe the referee overheard something. Yes, because actually there you see the Santa Fe running back actually kicked the legs out from the offensive player. That's the part that they were discussing. It might be offsetting because you can't kick the knees out. He's in a knee brace as well, Brandon.
Yeah.
You see that? That's the kind of thing. I missed that on the first replay. You cannot do that. So that's probably what the coaches were upset about. They probably saw the punch the same way we did. You can't kick a defender's knees out from under him after you've been tackled. That's the kind of thing that just, that is crazy. So I believe it was offsetting penalties now,
yes,
and it's going to be
2nd
and 6. That's crazy.
They'll remain, 73 is ejected. So Noah Smith's night is done. So it will remain 2nd down and 6 from the 15-yard line when it's all said and done. 2nd and 6, 10:37 to go. White with Woods in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Woods. Woods turns to the corner, breaks a couple of tackles inside the 10. Will be dragged down and around the 8-yard line. So Michael Woods, 3 very impressive carries as he has put up 31 yards total.
Yeah, you talk about having a closer in baseball. You've got that in football, too. It's normally your 2nd, 3rd down back. You see there, Santa Fe still packing out the stadium. Nobody's gone anywhere. Not an empty seat in the building. But, you have a closer in football, too. It's usually your 3rd down back, or your 3rd string back. Just get him in there and get the show closed. Run that clock
Woods
down.
again with the carry as he'll get it inside the 5-yard line. Clock is now at 10:10 and counting.
You got to believe Iowa Colony wants to show that you've got your 2nd string in there, your 3rd string. They can also close the show and put points on the board as well. We're talking about their depth. That's what we want to see here.
Oh, they've got a ton of depth at the skill positions, and a lot of that depth is young, especially when you look at the quarterback, Carson White. We mentioned this kid's already got 8 offers and is only a sophomore.
My goodness.
Yeah, this is a kid that a couple of years from now is going to be a big-time attraction. 2nd down coming up. Woods with the carry. Woods goes inside the 5, and Woods is going to score. Michael Woods. This was all Michael Woods as he scores his 2nd touchdown of the season. A late flag coming up. Looks like that was after a touchdown. We'll wait and see if the score holds up.
This is something, if you're Coach Ray Garza for Iowa Colony, you have to start harping on, because you cannot have a team, especially if you want to go deep into the playoffs, you want to play postseason, you cannot have a team that's up big and then starts making mental errors. So the touchdown will stand. Unsportsmanlike on the offense.
And that is that is one of the things we have talked about. One of the recurring things we've talked about all season, Clay, is that you don't want to make foolish mistakes and you're really considering a playoff run. We saw the game last week out in Dickinson, how there were so many penalties, but the Gators, like Iowa Colony tonight, just had more talent and was able to overcome that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of those things where, what are you wanting to do long term? Because your short term determines that, not just in football, but in life. How you do anything is how you do everything, Brandon.
Extra point is good. 9:33 to go here in the 4th quarter. Iowa Colony responds to Santa Fe's touchdown with a touchdown of their own. They're up 41-7 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Lone Star Muscle is produced by Clear Life Media, a leader in high-quality video production. Clear Life Media specializes in video production, live streaming, photography, podcast, and much more. with the brand new state-of-the-art studio located in League City, Texas. Make your next production come to life. Book today. Check out Clear Life Media on social media and learn more at clearlifemedia.com.
Welcome back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. As tensions are rising high, but Iowa Colony has smooth sailing so far, 41-7 over Santa Fe.
That drive was all about Michael Woods, the senior running back. He touched the ball in all but one of those plays, the last one being a 5-yard touchdown run, as Iowa Colony will have to kick it off at their own 25-yard line after the personal foul penalty. So that's going to allow Jackson Smith to line a little more closer, this time at his own 20.
Absolutely. It's one of those things you have to stay disciplined late in the ball game. We saw it, I talk about me being an Alabama fan. That was something Nick Saban was so big on. They'd be up 48-0 on a Wisconsin team and he would be screaming at the third stringers because those are your starters in the next 2-3 years.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. It's got to carry over on all sides, first team, second team, as we see Smith with a little effort, gets past a couple of defenders up to around the 35, maybe the 36-yard line.
Absolutely. You have to have a culture of winning. And speaking of culture of winning, we want to take a second to thank all of our sponsors here at Clear Life Media. That's B&O Construction, Galveston College, Lone Star Injury Attorneys, Santa Fe Education Foundation, Ryan Masso Realtor, Communities and Schools in the Bay Area, Hippie Fertilizing, Texas First Bank, Hitchcock Economic Development, Texas Pit Stop Barbecue, Red River Cantina, Garcia's Auto Detailing. All of our replays are brought to you by All-in-One Tents and Event Center, and of course, Texas Star Grill Shop. Thank you so much to all of the sponsors here at Clear Life Media.
No doubt, as we start first and 10, it is going to be a nice run by the fullback.
Ball comes out.
Ball popped loose, and it looks like Iowa Colony's got it back. A heck of a run from Tucker Peshatag before it was stripped loose.
And that's a tough going right there. Huge run there. But it was just the defender came over the back, reached over, got the elbow, and you disconnect that 3 points of contact. You want a hand on the ball and elbow joint on the ball, and you want it against your ribs for 3 points of contact. Watch the defender pick the elbow up here. This is good stripping the football here. Reaches over, pulls the elbow up, and gets that football out. Recovery by Iowa Colony, and when it rains, it pours, and they are in a downpour right now for Santa Fe.
And again, a first and 10 for, actually, you're going to say Santa Fe holds on to the football. And now Ray Garza wants to know why. And again, actually, they're going to take the timeout. We'll take it with the 9:12 to go here in the fourth quarter. It is Santa Fe trailing Iowa Colony by a count of 41-7 here on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Thank you, Ryan Massa Realtor, for sponsoring the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media. Ryan is a realtor specializing in first-time home buyers and relocations to the Texas Gulf Coast region. Finding your tomorrow home today. Learn more on Facebook at Massa Realtor.
Hi, I'm Frances Langston, and you're watching Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. You want to know why you watch Clear Life Media, why you watch us with the football? Because you get to see where occasionally the officials get it wrong. Watch this. Running. The knee is never down. Reaches over, grabs the ball, knee not down. That's very close, actually, on the slow-mo replay, but that's why you watch Clear Life Media. You get to see it. It's inches right there. Very, very close. But they're going to say Santa Fe keeps the ball on this. My goodness, that ball was out.
First and 10 at the 44 as it's Mancuso with the carry, and he will get to around the 42-yard line.
Absolutely. And, it's one of those things as Iowa Colony, you think you get the turnover, and then you don't get it. It's kind of deflating. That energy comes up and it goes away. Those are human beings out there. That adrenaline dump becomes a real thing after a while. And so it's up to Santa Fe to kind of capitalize, keep that energy of the big play. Remember, you just got a big play. It wasn't a fumble. To go out there and execute now, put more points on the board.
Second down and 8 at the 42-yard line of Iowa Colony. And it is going to be a counter play that's going to get a lot of yardage there. And that is number 6, Rowdy Lofton, Lofton is going to get the ball inside the 35. He'll be dragged in around the 32-yard line. Pick up 10 on that.
That was a beautiful counter play as you pulled both the guards around to the outside and managed to get them out in space against the speedsters. Great play. That's kind of what we taught. I mean, we keep saying it. I know we're kind of beating a dead horse at this point, but Santa Fe just doesn't go away. They get those players out in space. This is the way they were trying to execute in the first quarter, and they're successfully executing it now in the fourth.
Hand off to Mancuso. Mancuso is going to be swarmed down, gained about a yard on that play.
Yeah, he got bumped on that one. Iowa Colony, to their credit, they know what happens in Santa Fe, and they know that this stadium isn't going to leave. This community is too tight-knit, and they're playing just as hard-nosed as well. We actually saw it on the previous drive where tensions reached an all-time high. When you have two passionate fan bases, passionate teams, and they collide, sometimes those passions cause fireworks and friction.
Second down at 8 at the 30-yard line. Norman rolls out, looking for a man, throws over the middle, and that ball is tipped in the air. Intercepted. Picked off by Iowa Colony, and this could go the distance. He's got a wall. Flags flying all over the place. Inside the 10, inside the 5. It will be a touchdown for Hayden Caston, but more than likely it's coming back as a slew of flags around the 35-yard line of Iowa Colony. So in all likelihood, this one's coming back.
Yeah, a slew of flags. Easy for you to say. My goodness. But I tell you, that's a rough situation there for Mason Norman, because as he rolled out, he had no open receivers and tried to force that one into about 4 Iowa Colony defenders. That's why that happens. Sometimes it's better. We talked about it earlier. It's better to just throw the ball away than give up the sack, or especially give up the interception. And that's what we saw there. Trying to force the ball, it doesn't always get forced the way you want it to.
Interception will stand for Hayden Caston, who has been a solid performer here tonight. He's been one of the linchpins of that Iowa Colony defense, as they have the Santa Fe offense back on the field.
We just need to get the referees a table and some chairs for all the meetings they're having in the middle.
Okay, no, it is Iowa Colony. It is Iowa Colony ball.
Yes.
Thought for a second that it was, they would give the ball back to Santa Fe. Braden Griggs, I want to be the first, and Clear Life Media wants to be the first to wish you a happy birthday. Your birthday falls on Tuesday, so happy birthday, young man.
Happy birthday, Braden Griggs, from everybody here at Clear Life Media. You know, I hope you're rooting for Iowa Colony. If not, then maybe you can get you a better birthday present next week. My goodness.
Here, 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. They have the ball at their own 25-yard line. New quarterback in, that is Jaden Felder. And Felder is going to hand the ball off. And this is Denham Barnes with his first touch of the night. And Barnes is going to pick up some yardage. Looks like a first down and a little bit more as he got past the 35.
Yeah,
they'll spot him at the 37, so a gain of 12 on Denham Barnes' first touch of the night.
Yeah, nothing but speed from Iowa Colony, even on players who are just getting their first handoff here in the fourth quarter. My goodness, it's just, you talk about depth, you talk about speed, and they have got it in droves down there.
1st and 10, it'll be Denham again. Not as successful on this one, but he does move the pile, gets around 3, maybe 2 or 3 on that play. See where they're spotted at the 38-yard line, so it'll be a gain of 2. Actually 39, so make it a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, clock is running here, 6:30 left in the ball game. Iowa Colony, we just kind of want to make sure that get out with our, nobody being hurt, making sure that no one comes out in the negative. We saw the tempers flare early.
And it is Jaden Felder with the run, and Felder gets to around the 45-yard line. You'll pick up about 6 on that one.
Yeah, just steady run, and that's your backup running back that's moving, backup quarterback that's running like that. You've got, again, it's the depth, man. It's the depth. Iowa Colony has it here.
Gain of 6 on that one, so it's a 3rd down and 2 coming up for Iowa Colony. 5:46 in counting. And it is going to be stuffed. They saw Denham Barnes with the ball, and the Indians swarmed that one. Number 62, don't have a number on that young man, but he was there on the scene to help make the stop. Also in there, number 53, J.C. Hernandez. So a loss of a couple of yards makes it 4th down as Iowa Colony will line up the punt.
Yeah, at this point, you're getting nothing but moral victories from Santa Fe, but they are more than happy to go find those moral victories. Getting a 3rd down stop here against this team who has been really running all night on you.
So 4th down coming up. Cruz set the punt as it is going to be Smith awaiting the punt. Cruz will get this one off, and there he hits a rocket. Easily his best punt of the night.
My goodness.
Takes a bit of a bounce, and that ball is going to go in the end zone despite the best efforts of Iowa Colony. That was number 25, Sean Alexander Miller, making the effort to try to keep the ball alive, but it goes out into the end zone. That's going to end up being a 57-yard punt.
I tell you what, man, the punter hasn't got much action here tonight with the way Iowa Colony's been playing offense. But when he finally hits that boomer and it finally goes, darn near 70-something yards, he wants it down inside the 1, and he had his hands on his helmet. He's doing the old surrender cobra down there. Like, you got to be kidding me. I finally get to hit a good one. You guys can't run it down.
He hammered the Dickens out of that one. This is actually his longest punt of the season. Coming into tonight, his longest was 46. 1st and 10 for Santa Fe. Handoff is going to be to Mancuso, and he is dragged down almost immediately.
Man, I'll tell you what, it's much the same. Iowa Colony getting through the line, getting into the backfield. Just before Mancuso can even get back to the line of scrimmage himself, the most success they've had, was getting him out in the passing game to open up their run game. But, even that has been few and far between tonight for Santa Fe.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line. Clock running at 4:15 to go. Man in motion, a handoff to the fullback. Peshtag gets to around the 22-yard line, so he'll get about 2 on that play. It'll make it 3rd down and 8.
Absolutely. And it looks like Santa Fe is kind of on the same page. Let's just run the ball. Let's just make sure nobody gets hurt. Let's just run some simple football. I run, you tackle, I tackle. And let's just get everybody out of here. I think both coaches kind of know that things are beginning to heat up emotionally for the players. And so let's just see if we can get everybody home, without anybody else getting thrown out tonight.
3:40 and counting here as Iowa Colony is going to go to 5-1 overall. 2-1 in district play. Santa Fe is going to fall to 3-3 and 1-2. Norman drops back, has pressure, has the screen, and that's a huge hit. The hit made by number 26, Bejan Dupati, and he hit Mancuso like a rocket.
And I'll tell you what, that was a thunderous hit right there. And that's how you bring the emotion onto the field. You play good, solid, hard-hitting football just as the ball gets there. And folks, I hear that Caitlin's got a little announcement for us. Caitlin, what you got?
Oh, we're almost ready.
Oh, okay, just taking just a second.
So back deep to punt is Johnson. And he will get this one off. And he gets off a good one. And gets a nice bounce. That's going to help out his numbers a bit tonight.
There you go.
It's going to roll down at around the 28-yard line with 2:33 left.
All right, folks, let's try it one more time. Caitlin, what do we got going on?
Hey everyone, I'm back, and as always, I want to thank everyone so much for tuning in and welcome those who are new members of the Clear Life family. Just in about a second, we are about to cut to the band, so I want you all to stay tuned for tonight's show. Back to you, Clay.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. As Iowa Colony looks to take the field one more time. You got to believe this might be the last possession of the game for them, one way or the other, with only 2:30 left on the clock.
Felder in at quarterback, his second drive in relief of White. And Felder's going to call his own number, and he's going to cut to the 30, 35, past the 40 to around the 41-yard line. And Felder rips off a gain of 12.
Yeah, Iowa Colony has just dominated so much of this football game. It's been tough going if you're a Santa Fe fan, and easy to watch if you're an Iowa Colony fan for the most part. Had a few hiccups, a few self-imposed errors, things like that. But at the same time, it's just mostly been, it's been far more good than bad tonight for Iowa Colony.
Iowa Colony with 2 minutes and 9 seconds and counting before they will wrap this one up officially. They're just going to let this play clock run down as they're just content to just let the final minutes of play run out. Play clock down to 7. Down to 5. See if Felder is able to get it off. He does. Calling his own number. Turns the corner to the 45. Still going past midfield. He got the first down as they're going to spot him at around the 49 of Santa Fe. So Felder has looked pretty impressive here on these 2 runs.
Absolutely. You know, we called it the closer earlier, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. Just managing to pick up about 10 yards a carry, 12 yards a carry, first downs, and just keep the ball moving and the clock rolling. That's exactly what you want to see from an offense late in a game.
One of the things you have to love at your Iowa Colony is that you're getting some of your youngsters in there, as Felder, Woods, Barnes, as they're just going to go victory formation. No reason to run anything else, as Felder will probably be able to do that one more time at least before this one is all said and done.
Yeah, Iowa Colony, we talked about the speed beforehand. We're going to be talking about it in the fourth, and we'll be talking about it as they progress through their season. It's just much too much. It just really was the story of the game. We saw the speed, the physicality. They were just the better football team tonight, and it shows on the scoreboard as well. But, you know, those 7 points, that's the kind of thing that, you know, Santa Fe puts the feather in their cap. If we didn't go away, that's the mentality you have to have, especially if you want to continue to play football throughout the season.
Kneel down by Felder, as the Indians still definitely not out of the chase at 1 and 2. Just makes the road a little more difficult for Santa Fe. As we are Santa Fe will be at home. We'll be on the road actually next week. They take on Texas City. We won't be around next week because we have a bye week. If they get a bye week, we get a bye week, and that is exactly what we're going to do. I know it's going to be sad. You're going to figure out what do we do at Clear Life Media for one Friday, but trust me, we'll miss you just as much.
Absolutely. We always love calling the football games. We always love calling sports and the events at Clear Life Media. But, folks, this wraps us up here. 41-7, Iowa Colony dominates Santa Fe. And, folks, we want you to stick around. Just because the football's over doesn't mean that the athleticism, the sports, that the events are over. The Santa Fe band is still going to perform, and we would love if you'd stick around and watch. They've got a fantastic band out here at Santa Fe.
Please do.
We are going to hang around. We're going to watch it in silence, and we're going to appreciate it. But for all of us here at Clear Life Media, for Brandon Williams in the booth, I'm Clay Roberts, and everybody in the truck, thank you so much for joining us at the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
The best barbecue is at Texas Pit Stop Barbecue.